Hey viewers and viewers, my name is John Red Strategist, and as that church organ booms in one's ears, welcome to what remains of Edith Finch. Got a very loud start, church organ, foghorn on a ship. So this is a game that Phil has been suggesting to me for quite a while, and I think it's not a very long game actually, this one, maybe only a couple of hours, a few hours, something like that, and I honestly barely know anything really about it, other than I think there's a house, you explore it, kind of a bit like Gone Home, I believe, because Gone Home was another game that I played quite a while back, which Phil recommended to me. It was a short one, I really enjoyed it, thought it was great, so I thought I'd do this one, because Phil's been recommending a fair few games to me now, for quite a while. This one, The Forgotten City, he's been pushing me to try the Crash Bandicoot Insane Trilogy as well. Oh, Edith Finch, Puget Sound. Oh. There's a... Oh, right, I just have to press left mouse. Okay. Oh, I actually have to
isn't going to make sense
use the mouse.
And I'm sorry about that. I'm just going to start at the beginning with the house.
Okay. Are we playing as Edith? Or are we finding out about the life of Edith, maybe? Okay.
Someone had put up a chain link fence, but it looked like I wasn't the first person to hop it.
Yes, indeed. Someone clearly has been here before you. What's this,
My
missing?
brother Milton disappeared when I was 4. It was like the house just swallowed him up.
Okay, missing child, Milton Finch, your brother. You can actually read that. Missing, if you have information about Milton, call the Orcas Island Police Department. Date missing, October 23rd, 2003. Date of birth, 19th of May, 1992. Last seen, Orcas Island. I forget, WA, which state is that? In the US? I feel like I'll kick myself because I should know. Crap. WA. Well, it's not important. Age of disappearance 11, height 4'6", 57 pounds weight, race mixed Indian white, eyes blue, hair black. Okay, so your brother went missing. Good to know. You think the house kind of swallowed him up. Yeah, it does look like a bit of a weird house, if that is indeed it over there. Oh, shift is my zoomy eyes, apparently. Zzz, 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 like that. I'm like Angori Tom. He does that in his videos.
I was 11, but I wasn't allowed inside half the rooms.
Yeah, he always does that in some of his videos whenever he has zoomy eyes. Oh, right, mouse also does the zoomy eyes, apparently. Okay, so I'm gathering it's going to be a bit of like a walking sort of game, because it doesn't look like there's a... Oh, Control also does the zoomy eyes. We've got 3 controls for zoomy eyes, ladies and gentlemen. Bzz, 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 bzz. Sorry. It's probably going to annoy the shit out of everyone, isn't it? God, why is the house so weird looking? What is that about? Orcas Island Gazette. There's a load of newspapers stuffed in there. Well, it's an interesting little
Inside
mailbox.
the mailbox were bills from 7 years ago, marked urgent, open immediately.
Okay, so something happened 7 years ago, right? That's what you're telling us? Can I look further in, or... Okay. No, that's it. Well, I appear to be a young woman, so I'm assuming that I'm playing as Edith.
I hadn't been back since my brother Lewis's funeral.
So you have another brother called Lewis, and he's also dead. Okay. What happened to Lewis, then? No trespassing. This property is protected by video surveillance. Trespassers will be prosecuted. Of course. Can I jump off? No. The invisible barrier. Just testing to see what's possible. Like that water effect. It's very lovely.
In her will, my mother left me a key, but didn't tell me what it unlocked.
So your mother's dead as well? Is everybody dead in your family?
Maybe she thought I'd know. Or she thought that the mystery would be enough to bring me back.
Wait, we have a choice. Can we go up or can we go down? Do we want to go up? Do we want to go down? Do we want to go all around? God, it's always the temptation to press shift to start sprinting. What? Something moving in the undergrowth just then? What was that? Sounded like water. There's a stream here. Okay, look at those foxgloves. They're poisonous. Don't touch them, ladies and gentlemen. So is it worth me maybe just exploring around? Aha, what's that? Is that... No. Is that just a missing poster for Milton? It looks like it. Okay, there's another poster. No, in fact, actually, there's a lot of missing Milton posters down here. That's a lot of missing posters. No wonder he's not been found. You know, you got to put the posters up on signs, on trees, on street lamps, where people will see them. Don't just throw them down the waterfall. That doesn't help at all, ladies and gents. Right, so we've got this area down here, but there is that path back up there. Maybe we'll loop back up there in a second.
The truth is, even after I inherited the house, I never thought I'd come back to it. But now I had questions about my family that only the house knew the answers to.
Okay. You never thought you'd come back. Let me guess. You didn't have the best relationship with your family? Is that where it's going? You see, I played these sort of games before, and I feel like I can figure out things before they occur and all that. Alright, I found the edge of that. I guess we have to go back across the little footbridge that was back over here. There it is. It's like going for a walk in the woods. It's like going for a walk up
The
around...
woods around the house have always been uncomfortably silent. As if they're about to say something, but never do.
I was about to say, it's like going for a walk in the woods around Nicky Nook, which is a hill near the village of Scorton in northwest England in Lancashire. And of course, you know, I've talked before about how I grew up in that region of the country, and it's a place I've walked through so many times. Or if not that, it's like walking up through forests in the Lake District or wherever, you know, places like that and all. Well, there's so many of these missing posters knocking around here. Now I wonder, did that other path... it looks like maybe that just goes back up and round there, so maybe actually the path up here... Is it worth me exploring back up here in case there's anything? Or is it not worth it? I don't know. Problem is we can't sprint. This is like Dear Esther, clearly. Oh! Well, hey there. Well, I guess it was interesting to come up here just to see you. Huh. You see, something maybe does happen then. Alright, maybe that's all there is to really see up here. I'm just going to go back and check, because you never know. It might be one of those games where it's worth exploring every nook and cranny.
No one had driven this way in a long time, but I saw a few hoof prints.
I just got an achievement, all roads. Is that because I came and explored both pathways? You're giving me an achievement for that game? Well, if you're going to give me achievements for it, and you're going to make me feel rewarded, then you know what, maybe it is worth me doing it and all that. Unless that's literally it, and now I'm just sort of going back without gaining any benefit to doing so. Oh, right, there's the gate up there. Alright, we've just looped around. Alright, well, that's fine. We'll go back the way we came. It was worth it, though, for the achievement and for the deer. Sorry, just sipping some water. It's actually quite warm here in the UK at the moment. Weather's getting nicer and nicer. Summer is inbound and all that, even though it is technically late May as I'm going to record this. Just to date the video, because why the hell not? But, you know, especially here in my flat, you know, my new flat that I'm in, I say new, I've been in it for a couple of months now, but it's a well-insulated flat, so the only thing is, probably in summer it's going to get quite warm, and the thing is, you know, we're only in late May, and already it's getting quite warm at the moment, so I'm going to drink plenty of water. Delicious. Right, well there's the house right there, and that is one hell of a weird fucking house, not gonna lie. Very, very strange. Very étranger. Washington. Oh, Washington, of course. WA, should have thought of that. Washington.
The house was exactly like I remembered it, the way I'd been dreaming about it.
I like how the camera actually does sort of turn when text like that is coming up on screen, so it's saying, buddy, you need to look over here. Okay, there's a fucking boat over there. In the pond. Looks like it.
I asked Edie once about the dragon in the pond.
Oh.
She said it had killed her husband.
Oh.
I was 6.
Oh, it's not a boat, it's a fucking...
It seemed like an odd joke to me, even then.
Weird dragon made out of scrap. Okay. Curious thing to have. Just down here, abandoned in the middle of nowhere. Is it like a Chinese dragon sort of thing for a festival? The year of the dragon was upon us, and we decided to chuck it into the pond, because why the hell not? Alright, well we'll go upstairs then. Looks like again... Oh, that's the garage up there. It's just up to the front entrance.
As a child, the house made me uncomfortable in a way I couldn't put into words.
Probably because it is an absolute ramshackle friggin' nonsense house. That's probably why you felt a bit weird just saying. Because you're probably like, what the fuck? I can't find my way around here, no matter how many times I try. Hang on, let's go to the garage. Because it looks like that's going to go up to the front entrance, which probably then will precede the story. But yes, I do like the graphics. Very nice. These are roughly hewn stone blocks.
As a 17-year-old, I knew exactly what those words were.
Oh, never mind.
I was afraid of the house.
I could have just gone to the front entrance and come over here anyway. You were afraid of the house, so we're 17. Oh. Oh, wind chimes. God, I was wondering what that was. For a second, I don't know why, but my first thought was the Nern roots in Skyrim, when you hear the little chiming sounds they make. I don't know why I thought of that, of all things. Recyclables only. Waste management. Trash only. Oh, it's like a little spy hole through there. Someone had a swing on there at some point. That's a big lake or something. Oh, now who be that over there, showing off their? Oh no. I thought it was a pair of ass cheeks. There, it's not. It's a tailcoat. I was about to say, who's offering their cheeks to be clapped over there? Can I interact with the wind chimes? No. Can I interact with this door? Oh, what? Well, that's one way to get into the house, I guess.
The doggy door used to be a lot easier when I was 11.
Yeah, you're 17 now, you're probably a lot bigger. Unless you're freakishly small for your age. Something clean. Something tuk-toe clean, I don't know. Solution. Okay. Gram glow. God, I do like it in games when, you know, things like tins and objects in your environment that have writing on them, they're of a high enough resolution to actually read. Because so many games, you know, where you have that and you can't actually read things. And that doesn't obviously like feel like a part of their design, and you just think, I wish I could read them. Well, that we can't read, but never mind. Ooh. Someone had a workbench down here, bicycles. Oh, it's a little paddling pool. Or a sandpit, or whatever it is. I'm going to assume paddling pool because it's all sea creatures, though. Do you remember when you were a little kid? And in summer, when it was hot, and your parents would get the paddling pool out and they'd fill it up with a garden hose pipe? I vaguely remember that as a kid.
For the first time in years.
You entered the house.
I felt like I was home.
Okay. So I don't really know what kind of game this is going to be, because the thing is, like, I'm assuming it's going to be all like psychological, emotional, that kind of thing, telling a story, very narrative-driven. I'm pretty sure one of the tags on this was psychological horror, so...
But instead of a family, they were just memories of one.
Memories of one. Okay, Dawn, Edie, Lewis, Edith. Okay, so Dawn, I'm assuming, is the mother. Edie looks like the grandmother, maybe? Lewis is a brother, Milton is the other brother, who's not on there. In loving memory, Lewis Finch, December 27, 1988, November 21st, 2010, beloved brother to Edith, son of Dawn, great-grandson to Edie. Okay, yeah, so Edie is the grandmother. Memorial service, Finch Family Cemetery, 2141 Fireweed Road. Okay. The Northwest Chef, Witch's Kitchen, the Holiday Feast, the Viking's Belly, Tasting Thailand, the Nordic Cookbook, Weird Recipes, Flour, Salt, Water, Yeast, the Pacific Family, Pantry even, Fish and Shellfish. You know, that's something else I like in these kind of games, when you see like books and things like that with readable spines and all the titles are different. It's just like one of those attention to detail things, because, you know, with these games it's always very interesting and tempting and understandable for sometimes game devs to save themselves time. They maybe make one or two little models with one or two titles on them and then they just copy paste. But of course it's always a bit weird when you're going through like a house like this and you just see masses of books that all have the same title, and it's like, did this family really just buy 1,000 copies of the same book? Okay, actually, there's a Pacific Pantry right there. Never mind. They bought a couple of copies even of that book. The Book of Mushrooms, the Northwest Chef, that's another repeated one, but never mind. Okay, so kitchen's a bit messy. What's the deal over here?
Like how only one restaurant would deliver to our house, so we had Chinese a lot.
The Imperial Palace, Orcas Island. Okay. What's your go-to Chinese cuisine, ladies and gentlemen? Always love like a sweet and sour pork, myself, big pork balls, or big chicken balls. I love them balls. Sorry. I wasn't intending to go there, but it occurred to me as I was saying
it. Or how
it.
After Lewis started working at the cannery, we all got sick of eating salmon. Except our cat, Molly.
Okay. Well, it's a cat, you know. It's fucking dumb. You feed it the same thing all and over again. What's this, a recipe? Why can I not talk today? A recipe. A recipe for apple pie, ladies and gentlemen. That's what that is. Okay, and a hell of a lot of salmon. Well, you mix that salmon in with the apple pie. I'm sure that'll taste nice. Okay, another copy of the Northwest Chef. Another copy of Flour, Salt, Water, Yeast, and the Viking's Belly. And Witch's Kitchen. Oh my god, how many fucking tins of salmon did you buy? Well, you didn't buy, clearly you got them from work. 15% off employee discount and all that. Is the win? Coming through from somewhere. God, that's a lot of fucking books. Jesus. I mean, I love reading as much as the next person, but God, that's so many books. Right, do we want to go there, or do we want to go through to the hallway? Let's go through here. Why the hell not? God, that's a very old-fashioned little... What's the name for that kind of furniture? Old school. Is it like an auger? Is that the word? I don't know. I've no idea. Barbara Finch. Oh. Okay. My friend Bigfoot. Something pictures. Oh, okay. Do you have family in the Hollywood, in the movie industry? That's the Space Needle in Seattle. That's a guy looking very serious as he works along. It's like, yes, catch my hard-working expression, bitch. Bitch. I don't know where I'm going. Got a lot of books there. Swedish folk tales. VLF, Labyrinths. The Book of Sand. House of Leaves. That's a real book, that is. That's a book that actually I'm kind of tempted to buy and try and read. Basically, if you saw a Sir You Being Hunted episode of mine not long ago, I was talking about that Doom mod that got released in the last couple of months or so. MyHouse.wad. The one that's like really freaking weird and clearly inspired by House of Leaves. So yeah. That's nice little reference right there. I wonder if this is going to be a bit House of Leaves-y. Because the whole deal with House of Leaves, the book, from what I understand, is about... Well, House of Leaves is a bit weird, from what I understand. It's like a story within a story. And one of the stories within the stories is about this family called the Navidsons, or Navidsons or something, who live in a house where the physical space inside is really weird, and it's like bigger on the inside than it is on the outside, and there's like weird passages to nowhere.
The table was still a wreck from the night we left.
And corridors that can't possibly exist and things like this. It sounds really weird. It's basically like a real weird, like surreal psychological horror, something like that. Oh yes, I'll find a picture of a big ferry coming into port. Okay. Must be from a holiday, family holiday or something, that's all. Oh. Oh look. He had a weird window into the garage, apparently. Maybe the garage was put on later and they just never bothered to brick in the window. Who knows? Very strange and peculiar. You got a nice view, though, out from the old dining room.
It was like a bomb had gone off, killing everyone but sparing the furniture.
Yeah, it's kind of weird that this place is in such a messy state. What happened? Where is everyone? Why is there a wheelchair here? Who needed the wheelchair? Was that Edie's thing? Okay, what's this?
My mom was the only one of us who could imagine Great-Grandma Edie living in a nursing home.
Okay, so I was just sipping water just then. I see you got your chopsticks for your Chinese food right there. Okay. Hopefully I'm not missing too much as I go around here. Obviously it's the first time I'm playing this, playing it completely blind. So naturally there's probably going to be some stuff that I miss. What's that? Something market? Strange picture. Okay. Interesting. Nice little desk lamp you got there. Almost like a bit of a mock Tiffany shade. I think I've talked about this before somewhere, maybe? Or have I? Maybe I haven't. Maybe I have, maybe I haven't. Actually, there's a better example there. That standing lamp over there. That's like a proper sort of mock Tiffany lamp, kind of. I do like sort of the design of Tiffany lamps, things like that. Because it's nice and colourful.
Nothing in the house
very Art
looked
Deco.
abnormal. There was just too much of it.
Yeah,
like a smile
cluttered.
with too many teeth.
It's an interesting way of describing it, and I like it, actually, yeah. That's the thing, yeah. I sometimes think, if I had a proper sort of house of my own, I'd be one of the sort of people who would like things to be very tidy and in their place. And I wouldn't be the sort of person who would just want things like cluttering up the floor and just like things piled all over the place. Yeah. I mean, a bit of things cluttered around is alright, to give a bit of charm and personality, but this is like, one of those situations where there's things piled everywhere, and I feel like that would drive me insane, because could you imagine the fucking cleaning, the amount of dusting you'd have to do, how difficult the cleaning every week would be, where you get your duster out and all that. That is a very... That's not the kind of upholstery I'd want on one of my chairs, just saying. What an interesting looking little coffee table though, it's like a log. Nice. Cool. Big
Even
TV.
the fireplace had a story. Edie told me the bricks came from the original house, after it sank.
Oh. Okay. Huh. Nice little effect there going up the chimney. Okay, so there was a house on this location before this one, but it sank. Strange. What, land subsidence or something like that? Who knows? I was going to say, this TV just appears to be balanced on all these books. Oh yes, I can just use my books as tables and all that. The Weird. That book. A Dreamer's Tales, 100 Years of... what does it say? Solitude? Another copy of the left. The Metamorphosis. That's by Franz Kafka. It's another book that I've never read, but which is probably worth reading at some point. The Big Book of Homeschooling. The Homeschooling Book of Answers. Jabberwocky. They have a whole book from Lewis Carroll. Infinite Jest. Sorry, I'm just reading the titles, because why the hell not? Right, somebody's saying The Hunter's Roast, Wild Feast, Cosmic Cuisine, The Smoke in the Forest. I'm just seeing if there's any more books that are clearly references to actual literature, since we've had, 3 already. The Metamorphosis, friggin' House of Leaves, blah 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 blah. Wait, was it 3 we've had already, or was it 2? It might have been 2, actually, I don't know. Wok and Tempura, Pastoralia, Time and the Gods, The Library of Babel, The Book of Wonder. Okay, cool. I bet you there's like one book hidden somewhere that has like a plot relevant title on it. Oh my goodness. Okay, these are low res books. Oh, dang it. You have all these like high res books around, and you have all these low res ones. What the heck? Oh well. I mean, I will say this. Oh, King in Yellow. Okay, that's a Lovecraft mythos reference. I don't think... Okay, they've got a freaking Necronomicon. Of course they have. Okay, a couple of Lovecraft references right there. Okay, nope. We've got another big floral armchair up there. Interesting. Books. Interesting. Insect specimen boards. What's the deal here?
Mom always told me to stay out of the basement, so I wasn't too surprised when the key didn't fit.
Oh, never mind. I thought we were going to go down to the basement. Barbara? Is this just like a... Oh, right, I have to spin it, of course. Oh.
Great-Grandpa Sven built a music box for Barbara, along with the rest of the house.
Okay. Great-Grandpa built this place then, did he? I see. There's all the kids. And Dawn. So it's in Dawn, clearly the mother. So where's the father then in this scene? That's the question. Oh, you got US soldiers storming some Pacific island. As it's like the one at Iwo Jima, raising the flag and all that. Interesting choice of picture to have there. Curious. Oh, it just goes back through there. There's nothing in this little corridor, is there? Little hallway that we can interact with, by the looks of it. Oh, got your Stanner stair lift. Well, there's the front door. Another of those big standing lamps. Aha!
My mom wasn't much of an optimist, but she never stopped believing that my brother Milton was alive.
Okay. Now what's the deal with this door? This is a curious looking door. Huh. Okay, well no doubt that's going to open at some point along with the basement. Let's go upstairs. God, that is a... Jesus Christ. Someone loves their friggin' framed pictures, clearly. God, that's a bit wild. You see, the only place I would do something like this is if I owned like a trendy friggin' cafe somewhere. That's the only time I would ever have a wall just chock full of pictures like that. It's nice to leave a little bit of space on your walls. At least,
after Milton disappeared,
in my opinion.
Mom sealed up all the bedrooms. Then
All the
Edie
bedrooms?
retaliated and drilled peepholes.
What? Okay. Feels a bit strange. Something tells me members of this family might be just a bit unhinged. Whoa. Oh. Oh, is that like a shadow thing on the wall? God, I was like looking at it thinking, what the fuck? Jesus. Has anyone ever seen that video? Oh, God. what was it? It was like a couple of guys who were exploring like an abandoned theme park somewhere, and they went down to like this really fucking like pitch black basement or whatever it was. But then there was like a bit of light come from somewhere, and they just saw the silhouette of like a giant shark. And it was like literally a shark in like formaldehyde or something, but it was huge. It was a bit creepy. I'm sure someone out there knows what I'm talking about. They'll be able to tell me. So why did Mother feel the need to seal off all the bedrooms? Because that feels like a bit of a weird thing to do. Not going to lie. Very peculiar. Someone really liked entomology in this house, clearly. Alright, let's go into the shark room then, shall we?
I spent a lot of time playing in Great Uncle Walter's room.
Great Uncle Walter's room.
I think my mom sometimes regretted not sealing it up.
I mean, I love the friggin' pictures on the walls. They got like a little train carriage. Okay.
Lewis told me there were secret passages, but I never believed him.
20,000 Leagues Under the Sea by Jules Verne. That is a book I've read. Interesting. Great book. A little bit, it has certain passages sometimes where it goes on and on about different species of fish, but, you know, great example of 19th century adventure literature if you're into that kind of thing. Can I fit the key in here? Oh. Aha! So you gave me a key for Uncle Walter's... Oh, sorry, I have to use my mouse.
Turns out my
Copy
mom
of
was
this
really
book.
good at keeping secrets.
Oh. God, you do that to a frigging classic book. Chapter 1, A Runaway Reef. The year 1866 was marked by a bizarre development. Yeah, you can't really quite read it. Yeah. Ooh.
Now it was time to find out what my mom had been afraid of.
Well, that's a secret passage back there. God, I like the fact that it's designed as a window on a train carriage painted on the wall. Hang on. Before we look at that, let me just check. There's nothing else up here. Because there's other areas, but maybe they'll open up one by one as we find keys. So maybe Great Uncle Walter's room is the one we have to go through first. Gregory. 1976 to 1977. Wow. Another sibling who died? Calvin, 1950. Okay. What? God, there's so many fucking rooms in this place. The heck? Another copy of the Necronomicon. What friggin' horrible demons of the antediluvian world have you been summoning? The great old ones, Cthulhu and his spawn. The spirit among us. East of the sun and west of the moon. Of course. Alright, so probably it's just all locked doors around here, isn't it? Oh, wait. My friend Bigfoot. Introducing Barbara Finch. Okay. So, what's her relation to the family then?
Whenever people ask me about my family, the first thing they always want to know about is Barbara.
Was she a child actress? Back in the friggin' 30s or something? Who knows? Oh my goodness, there's some big mutton chops you got there, fella.
Edie's father, Odin, built the original house.
Okay, so if Edie was your grandmother, then this would be your great-grandfather, I see. Barbara, 1944 to 1960. Huh. Okay. So she was, what, only 16 years old when she died? Assuming that's a death day and not like date she was living here or something. Who knows. That's a lot of wine. Angelotti Vineyards. Orange Tabby. Ooh, yes, I could have a bottle of Orange Tabby right now. More books. Probably ones that we've seen before. Pacific Coast. Yeah, seafood, sorry. Must have been a few bubbles in my water.
Mom must have locked the third floor stairs on the night we left.
Okay, right, that's going to open up at some point. It looks like probably there is a wire that connects through to there, interestingly. Okay, alright, well let's go to Great Uncle Walter's place, shall we? See what the deal is. Is there a save option in this game? I should check. Oh! Huh. There's an actual family tree over here. Okay, Odin's down here. Edie's there. Wait, I thought... Yeah, Edie is... Yeah, daughter of Odin. Okay. Sven. The one who built the house? Who's Ingeborg? Walter, Sam, Calvin, Barbara, Molly. Okay. Okay, yeah, here's a family tree. So there's a K around here somewhere, which is interesting. Gregory, Gus, Dawn. Edith, 1999. So I must be Edith. Right? I'm playing as Edith. So you're born 1999. So you barely really got to know either of your siblings before Milton went missing. Oh no, actually, never mind. No, you'd have got to know Lewis before he died. Okay, well, it's good to know that that's there. As if I press play, it just takes me back here. Okay, so is there like an autosave in this game? Something like that? I was kind of wondering, maybe. Because, obviously, you know, I've been recording for just under half an hour or so by the looks of it. So maybe this is an autosave here. You never know. Can I go back through? No, I can't. Oh. I must be sort of crawling because of the low ceiling.
From the paintings on the wall, it was clear my brother Milton had been here before me.
Okay. There's crayons all over, yeah. And pictures. Okay. I'm thinking this probably is an autosave position here, I would assume. I don't know if there was an icon that appeared anywhere, because I didn't see one. Then again, I probably just missed it. Right, well, what I might just do is, I'm just going to jump cut here. I'm just going to do a little experiment. If I quit out the game and then load back in, does it put me here? That's what I want to know. So I'll just see you in a second, everybody. Oh, okay. So I loaded back in, tested, it put me here in the garage. The
The power had been turned off the night we left.
Okay. Well, right. So, oh bollocks, I'm going to have to explore the whole house again. 1 second, everybody. Well, actually, no. No. What I'm going to do is I'm going to wrap this episode up here. In the next episode, I'll get us back to the little entrance in friggin' what's-his-face's Walter's little room, back to that area, and we'll resume from there, basically. Okay, there must be a way to tell where the checkpoints are in this game. I just need to figure it out, so then I can keep an eye out for it. Because, yeah, otherwise... Because the thing is, if I need to, obviously, just wrap an episode up, it's going to be a bit awkward if I don't know where the save points are. But yeah, well, join me for episode 2, ladies and gentlemen. I'm into it. I do like these kind of games, these narrative-driven sort of walking type games, where you get roped into a really interesting story. So I hope you all join me for part 2, where we'll continue on. Facebook and Twitter links down below, along with the link to my propagandist channel for anyone interested. And if you enjoyed, a like is, of course, always appreciated. But other than that, I'm signing off now. Goodbye, everybody. So we went over there. Where does it want us to go next? That's the question. I need to find more of those screens. Oh, well, unless it's just going to let us actually go where we want to. Okay. Well, let's do that, I guess. So it is letting us explore. Oh, there's a Tifa telescope. I can use my telescope to discover distant objects. Hang on, that's the Lioness Hotel where we just were. Is there anything over here, maybe? Or we can zoom in, okay. I can't really see anything up there. It's quite high. Interesting mechanic, though, using the telescope. I quite like it. I wonder what, if anything, we can see from this angle. We are a bit low down in the water over here. Oh, God.